Um, Daniel chapter 12, and I'm going to read verse 10, the point. It says, "Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand." Rereading it in the NLT. It says, "Many will be purified, cleansed, and refined by these trials, but the wicked will continue in their wickedness, and none of them will understand. Only those who are wise will know what it means." I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to Kol Loyim La Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone who do teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. I want to say shalom to the Akim and the Akwak out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth. To you, I say shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Sop, and I'm coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh Shmi Shai. This lesson is inspired through the Spirit by video. It's a lot going on in Israel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna say a lot going on in GMS, and I like to believe that I'm still spiritually part of GMS. At the end of the day, I was watching a video. I'm gonna stop naming brothers' names. Brothers take great pride in coming up with great titles for their lessons. So, I believe brothers will understand who I'm speaking on through the Spirit if I just name the lesson. And it was a video I was watching by the elder brother. And it was pretty much titled "First Understand, Then Rebuke." And I know another brother pretty much brought out that chapter or that verse, but he didn't title the video like that. So basically the elder said something in that video, because you got all this weird shit going on, especially being like, you got this guy, this GMS Somalia, and this terrorist for Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. And what's really throwing me back on it, I just realized it, like, I just did a lesson based off of a brother in Orlando, and he was like, this would be a good title for a lesson. So through the Spirit, I jumped on it, and then this crazy shit happened. So, Satan busy, the Lord doing stuff. It's all kind of stuff going on. So, with that being said, that's the Spirit that just even popped up right there, because that's another brother doing a video about we are not affiliated, and the elder made mention, he said, pretty much how, Great Millstone pretty much opened up the doors and was allowing men to come in, and pretty much the men that came in chose to come in, and those that didn't refused to. Me, myself, I ended up leaving around that time or right before it or something like that. So it was spiritual, and the thing is, I'm not even allowed to come down to the camp that I used to be in. I'm a persona non grata, in their minds, or in the head mind. With that being said, um, with that being said, Salakia, it's a lot of shit going on. That being said, he was saying how, because of weird shit like that happening, and we in pretty much a time of persecution. I mean, I saw that when Vocab popped up, that and then all these crazy ass Christians, and I remember the brother in Ancient of Days doing a video and was talking about how if you see in all these different podcasts speaking on Israelite believers, and it's not looking good. They trying to paint a bad light. He said maybe we gonna have to start saying we are not affiliated with other groups that call themselves affiliated with Great Millstone. Now, there hasn't been a decree by the elder or the apostles yet, but if the elders would make that decree, I would pretty much, like, I'm gonna stop even saying elders' names, because again, the main thing, the scriptures talking about having care for one another, and that's what that elder mentioned in his lesson. And that's why you're supposed to know the state of your flock. You're supposed to know what each brother doing. I mean, true enough, we all men, but at the same time, what one man doing can affect all the other men. But I was looked at it like I was crazy when I said this shit, you know what I mean? So, I mean, again, This shit terrifying. I mean, not calling this truth shit. Just like I think I understand where I offended, because I was like, damn, where did I go from the doctrine? I'm not calling myself Yahweh Shai. You know, I might have worded something different, or a brother might have misheard me. Like I say, I know brother said that I mumble sometimes, which I probably do, and I speak low. So, Salakia for any offenses. With that being said, I don't think I'm gonna be back in the camp. I would love to be, but maybe that's not my lot. I don't know, you know. But we are all demanded to pick up our cross and follow Yahweh Shai, and that cross is your burden that you're gonna have to deal with. You know, your lot in His truth, and you can't just pick it up and carry it partial or part way. You gotta carry it until the the scriptures say, "He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." This is Matthew chapter 16 and verse 24. Then said Yahweh Shai unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Verse 25, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. You know, so if you're trying to hold on to this world and not forsaking this world, you pretty much is not going to gain the kingdom. We all seeking crowns, you know. Verse 26, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for a soul? You know, and I've been in a situation where you pretty much, I was presented something by Satan, you know, and the crazy part about my lot and my walk and my path and the straight gate for me is before I came to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, Satan kept on tempting me. You know, I didn't just get the truth. It was a walk. The Lord, wisdom really had to try me. Verse 27, the point, for the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. You know, scriptures talk about hold fast to thy crown. You know, it's the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 38, and it reads, and he that taketh not his cross, Salakia, Matthew 10 and verse 38, and he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So once you came into this truth, like it was a brother that was speaking on it, because a million brothers, they're showing you how the brothers in unison, everybody did a video on that, like the elders decree, to the point where I was going to do a video. Then I had to remember, you're not a great millstone anymore. But that probably would have been an insult. But nonetheless, and the brother was saying how, sometimes you suffer unworthily, but at the end of the day, you got to take whatever the Lord gives you, because that's your lot. And that is, and like I said again, many a times in this truth, I tried to make it my way, but it's not about my way. It's about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's way. All kind of fucking distractions. Salakia. So, when you come into this truth and put your hand on the plow, scriptures talk about any man that put his hand to the plow and look back is not fit for the kingdom. You're supposed to be looking forward to, because this place is going to be left desolate. There's nothing here. I'm to the point I'm tired of my damn children. I'm like, damn, is they going to be missile food? Is somebody going to, is they going to be bed wenches? What the fuck? If I tell you something, and then the crazy part is I was reading the book of Tobit to him, and at the end in the 14th chapter, it talks about how before Tobit died, he told Tobias to pretty much, bury his mother when his mother died and leave. So he followed his father's advice, and what happened? He was spared from, the coming destruction of Nineveh. And I read it to him, and that's what, children can bring a lot of heartache, and maybe that's why I didn't want children. You know what I mean? And the crazy part is the Lord was trying to take them from me, but then I don't know if the Lord was going to give them to me, period, or whatnot. I don't know. When I look back and looking at my demon, she ain't raised none of her fucking kids. You know what I mean? Like, so, but Salakia for the digression. The scriptures talk about in Romans chapter 8 and verse 28, all things work to the good to those that love him, So, me and coming together, at the end of the day, the truth is going to prevail, no matter what it looks like to the carnal eyes. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 14. And the point is verse 4, and it reads, these are they which were not defiled with women, meaning the other philosophies, for they are virgins, because we keep this one doctrine, this truth. And that's why the elders be so adamant going in on individuals that break the scriptures down wrong. Scriptures talk about being defenders of the gospel. These are these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. So the elect are going to follow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua no matter what the Lord throws in front of them, because the Lord put something in them to overcome. They were destined to do this, from the foundation of the earth. I'm going to end it with this. This is the book of 2 Timothy. I believe it's 2 Timothy. Chapter 3. And point is verse. I'm going to start at verse 10. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 10. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience. You're going to either experience these things, or you're going to have these attributes. You're going to have to be long-suffering in this thing. You're going to have faith. Spies and agents going to be weeded out because they're not going to endure certain things. Persecutions, afflictions. When we come into the time of persecutions, like I was listening to one elder, he was saying he think there was some kind of AI shit, and I think this happened before, if I'm not mistaken. But at the same time, you got to remember, they got technology where they could, make up a person or take our video of us and make it look like we did something. So that persecution is coming. Persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lysteria, what persecutions I endured. But out of them all, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua delivered me. And I was speaking on how the elder spoke on a testimony about how the Lord delivered them out of court. Verse 12, the point, yea, and all that will live godly and Mashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. And if, the scriptures talk about the servant is not greater than the master. If they persecuted the master, they're going to persecute, the follower or the servant. So with that, I'm going to end the lesson. Lord willingly, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to call Loyam La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, for HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone who do teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwath up to listening and learning. Lord willingly, this was edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Until next time, Lord willingly, shalom, shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, and Mawatha Lababor. And I'm just going to make this statement before I end the lesson, because, again, I mean no disrespect. When we say double honors to the elders and apostles, that is pretty much proclaiming respect and appreciation to our elders that who we learned this truth from. But if the elders, do a decree, or it's made known that, they don't want, because I'm an affiliate, I'm not part of GMS. If you don't want me, saying double honors to the men of GMS, make me aware of it, do a PSA again or whatever, so I can get the message. And then, I'll, salute in a way where I say just double honors to the men and teachers and the elders and apostles that taught me this truth. So with that, shalom, and Mawatha Lababor.